How y'all doing? Um, I'm I got my Ancestry Dna Results. I'm just I'm very excited about them. I already looked at them. I've been having a few months, months and stuff. So, or like a year, I've been having them. So I'm very, excited about my results. Um, I just I've been kind of debating if I should. Excuse me, I'm looking at my results, but I don't know if I should. I've been debating, if I should share them, but now I want to share them. So, um, now I want to share them. So I'm gonna go ahead and share them, and then I'll talk afterwards, and really just describe about everything. But first, I want to do a little bit background on me. I'm from Louisiana. I am a Creole from Louisiana, um, from South Louisiana. So, I'm just gonna share my results with y'all, and go into more details about me and some more of my family history. But here we go. I'm 55% African. Um, I'm 29% Nigeria. 11% Mali. 7% Southeast Africa, Southeastern Bantu. Ivory Coast, Ghana 4%. Senegal 2%. Cameroon slash Congo 1%, and Benin Togo slash Togo less than 1%. Okay, that's amazing. Like that is really amazing to really learn parts of Africa that I have in me. To really learn more about that, that is amazing. Especially Mali, Mali is like it's a cool, you know, African kingdom. There's a lot of good, a lot of like history. Um, well, the king, I don't know, it might be descended from the Mali Empire of Massa King of Massa. I don't know, it might be a descendant from a king in Mali. I don't know if the king of Mali, so it might be a descendant of him. Don't know. But that's cool. That really is cool. That's amazing. Also, their Nigeria is really amazing too. Awesome history and stuff. Very awesome. And stuff. And the South African band too. That's something that's very weird. I know that's to pop up. Because I know a lot of the African slaves and stuff um, came from West Africa. So I know that was you know, kind of kind of very rare for it to pop up. But moving on, I'm gonna go to the next one. I got 2% Native American, which is not a shocking at all because I do have Native American in me. Because I've done research in my family, and I've actually had uh, on my mother's side, I had a fourth great grandmother who was full Cherokee Indian. Her people came from North Carolina. They were from North Carolina, from Cherokee Indian tribe, and then they came down to Louisiana. And then his uh, on my dad's side, I had a great grandmother who was like part. I think she was from the Appaloosas Indian tribe in Louisiana or something like that. Some Indian. She like I think my great grandma was like half Indian or something like that. But her people were a mixture of Indian. And just doing research, I've seen that, and I got just doing research, I've seen that, and the Indians over there, that like the full Indians people, they actually know my people. Like they know my Indian people. Like I do have an Indian side of the family. My great grandmother, her side of people, they're like Indians or like half Indians, however you want to call it. But they, they, them people know my people. So stuff like that. So that is real cool to have Native American DNA in my blood. But I know it's supposed to have. I was expecting a little bit more than that, like probably 5%, 5% or something like that. But I got two. It gives me a range like 3%, 3%. So maybe if my sister get tested, she might get more of it, or anybody in the family. But I have 43% Europe, uh, 43% Europe, 17% Scandinavia, uh, Iberian Peninsula 14%, and that's high for because I was not expecting that. I was probably expecting about 5%. 4% of that Iberian Peninsula. I don't know how I got that high, but you understand I'm from Louisiana, so a lot of the Spaniards did conquer Louisiana at one point. So I don't know. So but then again, you just never know how it all works. But Ireland 6%, which not a shocking at all because I know my mom's mother, like part Irish and stuff like that. So that's not a shocking at all. Europe West 4%, which I thought that would have been. I was kind of expecting it to be Europe West 14% and 4% Iberian Peninsula. That's what I was expecting, but it's the other way around. So I don't know. But I am also 3% Italy slash Greece, which is not a shocking at all because I do have Italian in the family. Like my great grandfather, he was half Italian. My great grandfather was half Italian. His people, he had people from Italy, but they never really talked about. It was for some reason that they never really talked about that side of family. For some reason they just never talked about it really, but they have said that on that side of the family there's Italian, and that they were like half Italian and stuff. And I can't really talk more. I can't really talk about that. I can't go into too much information about the Italian side, but yeah, but I know the history of our Italian side of the family, but can't go into too much of that. But my but they never really talked about my great grandfather's people that much. But from what I was told was that it's a lot of stuff. But yeah, moving along. But um, it's So yeah, and then oh yeah, and less than 1% Europe East. So 3% Italy, 4% Europe West, 3% Italy slash Greece, and less than 1% Europe East. So yeah, it's very interesting. Um, very very interesting. I've had people. I also wanted to do this test because I also had people, just asking me continually, what do you mix with? Who, where are you from? Because I live in, I'm not gonna say where I live now, but I've had people where I live now. I've had people who continue on asking me. Let me see what I look good. Okay, look. I've had people who continually asks me, where are you from? Where's your people from? Did you come off the boat from Cuba or Puerto Rico or um, I've had people tell me that I had an Italian look to me. That I have an Italian look to me. Like if you would see me as a kid or as like when I was like 12, 13, 14, I looked it straight up like my great grandfather. And I'll show you a picture of my great grandfather. I'll show you a picture of my great grandfather. I'll show you a picture of my um, I'll show you a picture of my great grandfather. Like this is my great grandfather and his brothers. Um, hold on quick. Okay, beautiful. Moment. But this is my pictures of my uncles right here. Like some pictures of my uncles. Don't know if you can see it, but that's some pictures of my uncles. That's like they were like half like Italian and Creoles and stuff, and that's my uncles right there, and everything. Yeah, that's them right there, and my great grandfather's right there. You know, yeah, my great grandfather, he's right there. Yeah. But uh, yeah. So that's it's very very interesting. Very very interesting. I have another picture of my great grandfather. Um, another picture of my great. Hold on, right quick. Another picture of my great grandfather. I'm gonna show y'all. Um, yeah. Um, hold on, right quick. Um, hold on, right quick. I'm almost there. This is another picture. This is a picture of another picture of my great grandfather. You know, him and his people were like, Creoles and Italians and stuff. Right quick. You know, Creoles and Italians. If you have, show me your opinion. If he, if he look Italian, what part of Italy you think his people would be from, like what part of Sicily or something like that, your people would be from. Any Italians out there? Just tell me. You know, he was like Creole and Italian or something, like like Creole and Italian, like half Italian and stuff. He had people who came off the boat from Italy, and stuff. But yeah, but that's just very. I'm just very interested in my history and my family history, and so I'm just hoping that I do recommend y'all to take Ancestry DNA if you want to take it, and especially if you're adopted. And if you want to take it, I'm not adopted, thank God. I mean, hopefully, I know I'm not adopted. Okay, I know I'm not adopted, but yeah, I know that for a fact. I'm just playing. I know I'm not adopted. But um, I know that. So I'm just hoping that if you're adopted, I recommend you take it. You never know, you might pop up with a cousin, a first cousin, and might find out who your real parents is. Your dad, or very amazing. You don't know what you will find once you take the test, but you know, uh, nice talking to y'all. Nice sharing with my DNA results. I had a great time sharing it with y'all. Uh, and everything. What y'all think in y'all comments. Okay, thank you.